Running a business is challenging, it's difficult. And that's usually because we're not asking the right questions. So we've done a whole breakdown video about this, and I brought in Michael Del Monte. He's been running six-figure businesses for many, many years. He actually used to hire me to do cinematography because he was running his business better than I was. So we're showing you a clip from a video we've done in our Create and Earn course. This video you're gonna get to see, it's a course sample. It's all about asking the right questions to your clients so that you're gonna make the right video, they're gonna love it, and they're gonna hire you more. And if you're part of our course, we actually have videos where you'll watch us do a live Zoom call with a client, and we use these questions to get to the bottom of the video that they need, and you watch us actually go through that whole journey. This is one of almost 70 videos in Create and Earn where we break down everything you need to know about running a business, running a YouTube channel, and of course, everyone's favorite, we do gear breakdowns of what you need for a small business when you're starting off, or the more advanced gear for bigger documentary shoots. We break this all down and we give you a roadmap to running a successful six-figure business, because we want you to have the financial freedom to go create the films that you're most passionate about. This is part of being a filmmaker, is also being a business person. All of our students have said that this is their favorite video from the course. So we're giving you a sample, special treat this week, because you can join Art of Documentary right now. Doors close May 14th. We won't open again until August. If price is an issue, we do have a 4-payment plan. So without further ado, here's myself and Michael Del Monte in Create and Earn. Enjoy. If you haven't seen the video that just played before this, make sure to watch that. That's where we're talking about what problem are you solving for your client. Now, the question we said is, how do you actually ask those questions? And that's what we want to give you in this video, is a couple of the key questions, 5 of them.
Maybe some bonuses.
Yeah, maybe some bonuses, but the 5 core questions that Mike and I use when we dialogue with our clients to understand what we're actually trying to accomplish with this video. Because as I mentioned in the video before, if you're creating the wrong video for the client, they're gonna think you're the wrong videographer or filmmaker, and they're not gonna hire you again.
Totally.
Yeah.
And just a tip for these, this could be done over the phone on a conversation, in person, over email. If you are doing it over the phone or in person, you could even record it and just tell them, say, hey, you cool if I just record our call today? I do that with all my Zooms now, just to make sure you don't lose this information, because this is your Bible. This is your secret weapon when it comes to creating value for your client. Is you want to make sure you hit the mark on their answers, because especially if you end up delivering the video and maybe there's an issue, you can come back to this and be like, this is what we spoke about. It just gives you a reference to say that this was the source that inspired the product.
Let's do this. Yeah. I mean, these questions are so that your client feels heard. If they feel heard, they're gonna feel like you're the right person for the job, because you're actually addressing their needs. I said this in the last video bit, but my mistake always earlier in my videography career was I go in trying to show authority rather than empathy for them. I would come in being like, I know what to do. I'm the best videographer.
Yeah.
I've done this before. And in turn, they never feel heard. Client wants to know that you're hearing their needs.
So let's go over these questions.
One of the first questions I like to ask when I'm meeting with the client is, what is this video highlighting? Now that may seem like an obvious question, but you can take it further. Are we highlighting a specific product? Are we highlighting a person, a potential customer, or someone's testimonial? Are we highlighting a core value of your company? Or is this what we call a brand equity video, where you're just trying to show that the brand is cool, it's hip, it does cool stuff? And so each question will actually create a different video. When I mentioned earlier about Auto Trader, are you creating a product video? In the case of this Van Proud video, just had to show the van was the right choice for a family. Or are we making a video about a person? When I worked for Boston Pizza Foundation, I made this film about Maria in her kitchen. I needed to highlight her story to show how Boston Pizza Foundation came in and supported her journey. Again, it wasn't a product. It wasn't about Boston Pizza. It was about a person. The next thing is core value. What does this brand want to do? This is often what religious organizations or aid organizations are trying to communicate, is their core beliefs.
And this is where we're going to, for a lot of you, take your expertise of being storytellers and go a layer deeper with what it is they're trying to highlight. For instance, I work with a lot of supplement companies in the fitness industry. And so one of them may want to promote a pre-workout. That's what they're highlighting, their new pre-workout powder. But what specifically about that pre-workout are we highlighting? So go a layer deeper. Well, it doesn't have any crash. It doesn't give you any jitters. It's longer energy. So try to always understand what it is they're highlighting. So for instance, with your Boston Pizza project, you're highlighting Maria. Then it's something to ask, what about Maria's life and who she is are we highlighting specifically? Is it family dynamics? Is it her job? Is it where she lives? What challenge? Again, it goes back to so much of what Mark and I teach in the art of documentary, but trying to find those layers to what it is the client wants to highlight. Remember this, always put yourself in your client's shoes. They have put time and effort into creating this pre-workout or creating this coffee shop or finding this woman they want to feature. Like, they've spent a lot of time and money developing. It's that your job is to highlight that on a silver platter, and so that it makes them so proud, and to do that, you really need to understand the full dimension of what it is they want to highlight.
And again, that other one we mentioned too, brand equity. Is this video about brand equity? This is where Mike will actually pitch Blue Star saying, we want to highlight one of your customers, Joel. We want to make a video about him. And they typically, brand equity videos aren't going to be a ton of money because it doesn't always return to sales. But we were able to get a small budget to create the short doc that had Blue Star in because it did give brand equity. It showed that they work with badass athletes and they help you accomplish really cool things. And so this is where we were actually able to pitch a brand equity video.
It makes the brand proud of themselves.
Yes.
I mean, that's what brand equity really is. Nike spends $1 million, $2 million, $5 million on a shoe commercial, and it doesn't maybe directly sell more shoes, but it's brand equity. It just sets the brand apart as something. So that's something to think about as a possible feature that your clients are going to want.
For sure. But that's typically for companies who've been around for a little while, who have a bit more money to spend.
Yes.
If you're working with a start-off company, you're probably not going to need a brand equity video. They're going to need to sell a product.
Brand equity videos are the most fun to make.
And the least common to create.
Yeah, they just don't have, Mark's right. Generally, don't go into meetings always pushing brand equity. They have to be in a unique place in their business journey for them to want to do that.
Yeah.
Usually they need a direct ROI now.
Return on investment.
Yes.
So Mike, another question to ask.
Another question that we always ask when we're talking to a new client is, what do you want this video to accomplish? This could be a number of things. Maybe this is going to act as an advertisement for that thing they're highlighting, and in which case it needs to be a little more on the nose to try to sell it. Maybe it is going to be brand equity. Maybe it's going to be on their about page or on their home page to kind of be a rally cry or a billboard to say what our company's about, what we do, who we are.
And why we're so cool.
Yeah. Or maybe it's a testimonial. Maybe this is meant to show past customers' experience with them, what they've had success in. And we're going to give you guys a full description on how to shoot great testimonial videos, because that's kind of an art form in itself, which can pay huge dividends for your clients.
Totally. There you go. Didn't get the whole video, but if you want to see that whole one plus 70 other videos, it's in our course, Create and Earn. Many of the filmmakers who join Create and Earn tell us that they earn their money back within the first month of their purchase because they apply what they've been learning in the course to their businesses. If you want to run a better business or make your cinematography the best that it can be, or get that perfect edit, we have courses specifically for all these crafts in the art of documentary. We also have a foundations documentary course and an advanced one to help you make the most compelling documentary films. This is all available right now. When you bundle the courses, you will save. I'll always be talking about it on this channel because of the breakthrough that we've seen in our community's lives when they're part of this, when they're working with others, and when they're applying that new knowledge that they've been gaining. Thank you. Hope you enjoy this. Let me know any questions of other videos. There's samples. Maybe you want to check out those gear videos that we mentioned. I could give you some samples of those. We're like 230 videos deep on this channel, and I'm curious, do people still want to hear me talk about documentary? Do you want me to be jamming about cinematography? Want me to go back to talking about movies? I do like talking about movies. Or should I just talk about life? Should I talk about my favorite cereals that I've eaten? I actually eat a little bit of granola. Apparently granola is not good for you.
Cereal!
So many choices to eat. I often end these videos talking about what I eat because I guess that's very often on my mind. Well, Save a horse, ride a pony clamp. See you in the next one.